Hello, and welcome to my first ever serious attempt at a Let's Play. The game being, this time around, A Hat in Time, a platforming collectathon, of which I plan to do 100% run of. As far as file completion goes, it will be 100%. That much is that much is true. Don't mind that. Let's pretend that never happened. Anyway, yeah. As far as file completion goes, it will be 100%. However, collectibles like tracking in this game is kind of awkward, and as such, I can't really guarantee that I've found everything. Everything that I did have managed to accomplish in this game has been from my own personal experience, from like looking around and such. So currently, I can make no promises, but what I do know very well. But that being said, without further ado, let's jump right into it before I manage to make myself look even more dumb.
Good morning, and welcome to yet another day of space adventure. You are only 5 light years away from your destination, home. The fuel tank is full and the ship is flying at full speed. Today's to-do list contains waking up,
Hello and good morning to our protagonist, officially known as Hat Kid. I will probably be keeping explanations to a minimum in this portion, simply because my hands, my god, they move much faster than my mouth and brain can keep up. But yeah, we're in space, and this is the thing that's happening right now. Hello. Not sure how he's breathing out there, but we don't ask questions. Some kind of ship.
All boats need to pay toll in Mafia Town, even in space. Mafia come in to collect.
Do you charge extra?
Oh, rude.
He is not pleased. Sorry about that. How many minutes in and I'm already experiencing technical difficulties. Could easily just do all that over again, but I choose not to. Anyway, problems aside, welcome to the first world, Mafia world. As I said before, I will be trying to keep explanations to a minimum, at least for the time being. But yeah, I will say this much: I will not be doing the stage the intended path for it. There are lots of collectibles that we already have access to, and I'm not gonna waste your time or my time by collecting all of them now. But I will make an effort to get some just so they're out of the way. Yarn. You see, I already collected 2 so quickly I didn't even get a chance to go over hats. But hats in this game, they all have their own unique abilities and such. Thus, such as this sprint hat allows me to run, something you would think that any normal human being should be capable of, as long as they have legs. But no, Hat Kit requires a hat for it. But yeah, essentially there are 2 hats that we have access to in the first world, and I will be getting both of them by the end of the stage. I guess I'll go more into that later, but hats aren't just what hats yarn aren't going to be the only thing I'm going to be collecting so far. There are also relics and rift tokens, which I will go more into later, but right now my main goal is just to get that second hat and all these Mafia World exclusive safes, which just have collect. I just want them out of the way now. That way I can just move on and not potentially forget about them in the near future. There are currently 3 safes all around this world. I know where all 3 of them are, but apparently not. Where's this last slip? But they all require these codes that you have to pick up to open them. They're usually nearby, and right, just by touching the safe, you'll be able to find the slip locations. But yeah, ultimately, I'm probably just sound like a broken record now. I will be attempting. I will be collecting all the safes and getting the second hat that we have access to by the end of the stage, which is you know, a lot. Like, this is like a pretty big detour to be honest. But this first mission can be completed in roughly 30 seconds. So really, I'm just dragging this on for much longer than it needs to be. Here is our final 3 slips for our final safe in this mission. There it is, right down there. But before we do that, there is another chest over here, and inside, please, out of the way, is yet another relic piece. Currently, we don't have any real means of attacking. We are able to jump on enemies or do a mid-air dash by utilizing the X button on the Xbox controller. At least that's what it is for me. But no, here we go. And that was the last yarn ball we needed for our new hat, which now basically gives us the ability to haul explosives. All boxes, crates that glow and then in that fashion are able to be blown up, to just put it simply. And yeah, I mean, there's not much more to this hat. This is also another means of this is a way of finishing off enemies and all that, which is really not that helpful, except in this world where we get it. But yeah, I think that's everything I wanted to do for this first world at the very least. So come over here and guess who? And there we go. Now we have a means of defending ourselves, you know, after taking his life. But you know, sometimes that's just how things go. If you need to defend yourself, you gotta take the offense. Who's that? But yeah, that was it. That was the first stage, pretty much. And I have no idea where I'm going with this. But there we go. We're back on the ship, and now we can just go back to Mafia Town whenever we damn well please. But yeah, most of the ship currently, it's locked off. We don't have access to basically anything outside these two rooms, but that will change as we collect more and more hourglasses. But yeah, I think, no, here we go. Do we want to talk about this? No. That can wait. But yeah, I guess I'm done. I'm done for this first part. I did it. Hooray. Yeah, I'm just going to end this abruptly. But wait, there's more. Yeah, I lied. Even though I addressed earlier that for the most part I will be playing through the game how I usually do with skips and the like, I probably won't be stopping and showing off every little line of dialogue, but I will make an effort to show off anything that I personally find interesting. That being said, skipping the very first portion of the game where the start of character and plot development begins to take shape will leave a bad taste in my mouth. As such, I will be going back into the first mission and showing the intended route. However, now that I have the chance to actually take a moment and gather my thoughts, I'd like to take this opportunity to just talk a little bit more in depth about a couple things. My main focus being why. Why did I choose Let's Play? Now, I don't intend to give you my whole life story, at least not yet, but this might drag on for a little while, so bear with me. Full video game playthroughs are something I've wanted to do for years. Years now. I've had the tools to do so for quite a while now, and yet I've done nothing. Well, simply put, I've just been afraid. A little spooked. If I was limiting myself to just gameplay footage, then I wouldn't have any issues forking out videos on a near day-to-day basis. But I didn't want it to just end there, you know? I wanted a more personal feel to what I do. Something more. I've avoided throwing out too many videos all this time, so once I finally mustered up some courage and decided to go through with it, I still had something left to play. Alright, but look, you're probably already thinking, but you're just talking while playing video games, what's the big deal? And I mean to that, I say, yeah, you're probably right. To some people, I'm sure it's a breeze, but I have never once thought of myself as a talkative person. I am the most self-aware, socially inept, and socially anxious person, and my all-time high for self-esteem is a flat 0. I've seen the internet, okay? They have the potential to tear a poor sap like me apart. Just making this 10-15 minute video was utter hell for me. So again, I ask, why? Why am I attempting to regularly put myself in a situation that causes me nothing but extreme discomfort? Well then, growing up, and still now, I've never had anybody to talk to about the one thing that I actually do and enjoy. As a result, I don't really have much going on in this head of mine. Thoughts? Opinions? It would be one thing if it was just me keeping all of it bottled up inside, but it's not even that complicated. It's all just muscle memory. Doesn't matter how experienced I am, you can ask me almost anything and I will have no answers. You could have asked me what I just did in the video after I initially finished recording. I couldn't tell you a thing. These past couple of years, it's felt like I've just been living in a constant state of whatever. And I'm just going through the motions. Like, I'm not getting the same enjoyment out of gaming like I once did. And that's all I really have going for me at the moment. So here you go, this is why. I'm a simple man. I'm not overly ambitious. I like to think that I don't get worked up about much or very easily, and I just like to have fun and enjoy myself. My ideal world is just being able to sit down with a couple friends, enjoy a good game without any whining, complaining, or having to go through the extra effort of chaining them to their chairs first. That's it. That's all I'm looking for. I'm trying to look past and overcome my mental instability and turn this into a new hobby that I can enjoy, be proud of, and potentially focus on for the rest of my life. I'm not trying to limit myself solely to YouTube, and I'm attempting to work in actively Twitch streaming as well. Soon, maybe, maybe not, but I need to start somewhere. So there you have it. An effort is being made at the very least. Alright. I just thought I needed to add that in near the end of this video. But yeah, that's out of the way. For those of you who made it this far, thank you. And those who didn't, I understand. Okay? I understand. But now, without dragging this on for any longer, all I have left to say is, thanks for watching.